That morning, I was in my garden, trimming the dried leaves, as I always did. The air felt strange that day. The wind carried a scent I hadn't known for years, soft, floral, and achingly familiar. Then I heard it, the rumble of a moving truck stopping next door. A woman stepped out. Her posture, the way she brushed a strand of hair behind her ear, I froze. No, it can't be. That's impossible. But when she turned toward the sunlight, I saw her face. My heart forgot how to beat. It was Emily, the same woman I had loved 60 years ago. And now, she was moving into the house next to mine. Since that morning, peace had become impossible. Every sound from her yard pulled me back through time, the sound of her laughter, the faint humming as she watered her plants. Even the way she hung her laundry felt like déjà vu. Why now? Why after all these years? I thought I buried this. From my kitchen window, I saw her again, left-handed as always, gently patting down the soil. That tiny detail broke me open. 60 years had passed, and yet, nothing about her had changed. She looked up, saw me watching, and waved. For a second, I forgot how to move. Then I raised my hand and waved back. The world seemed to spin a little faster. A few days later, the mailman left a letter in my box by mistake. The name on the envelope was Emily Turner. I held it for a long while, then walked next door. When the door opened, I nearly forgot to breathe. Emily?
Charles?
Her eyes widened in disbelief, then softened into a smile. 60 years collapsed in that single second.
It's been such a long time.
Yeah, too long. The silence between us wasn't awkward. It was heavy, full of words we never said. As I turned to leave, she said softly,
Thank you for bringing the letter.
"No, Emily. You just brought back everything I tried to forget." After that, I started timing my mornings to hers. I pretended to trim the hedges whenever she came outside. Sometimes she'd glance at me and smile. Sometimes she wouldn't. Either way, it was enough. One afternoon, she came over holding 2 coffee mugs.
I made too much. Would you join me?
"You still drink it black, don't you?"
You remember?
How could I ever forget? We sat on her porch, the afternoon sun spilling over the fence. Her laugh was quieter now, gentler, but it still had the same rhythm. Then, for a brief moment, I saw something flicker in her eyes, sorrow, maybe, or guilt. "What are you hiding, Emily? What happened after I left?" A week later, someone knocked on my door. It was a woman in her 40s, stern, polite, but distant.
I'm Lucy, Emily's daughter.
"Oh, hello. Yes, we've met a few times."
I'd appreciate it if you didn't bring up the past with her. She's not strong enough for that.
Her voice trembled slightly, as if she knew something I didn't. I nodded. "So, the past still haunts her. But why warn me? What don't they want me to know?" That night, I couldn't sleep. Memories kept surfacing: letters, train stations, the scent of rain. Then, while cleaning the attic, I found a box I hadn't opened in decades. Inside was a stack of old letters. One envelope caught my eye. It was the last letter I ever sent to her, returned, unopened, with a red stamp, address unknown. She never read it. She never knew I waited. The next morning, I brought it to her. She opened the door, saw the envelope, and her face went pale.
Oh my God. I never received this. Your friend told me you'd left for good, that you didn't want to be found. So I stopped writing.
I waited, Emily. Every single day, I waited. The wind outside carried away our silence. 60 years of misunderstanding vanished into thin air. But so much time had already been lost. After that day, she avoided me. I'd see her curtains move, but never her face. Her daughter watched me from the porch, cold and wary. The warmth of those coffee afternoons disappeared as quickly as they had come. I found the truth, but it still feels like losing her all over again. One night, I heard music from her house, the same song we danced to at the county fair in 1962. I stepped closer to the fence, listening, but when the song ended, she closed her window. The silence that followed hurt more than the years apart. Days passed. Then, one afternoon, a knock. It was Lucy again, eyes red from crying.
Mr. Harris, Mom's in the hospital. She asked for you.
I rushed there without a second thought. Emily was by the window, frail, but smiling when she saw me.
You came.
Of course I came.
Charles, there's something I never told you. Back then, I didn't leave you. I was told you'd be hurt if I stayed. Your father, he said he'd send you away if I didn't disappear.
So you left to protect me.
Guess we were both too young to fight for what we wanted.
Her hand was cold but still soft, still hers. I squeezed it gently, afraid to let go again. I loved you then, and I still do.
I know. I never stopped.
Her eyes slowly closed, and I sat there, holding her hand until the heart monitor went silent. The sunset outside burned gold, as if the sky itself wanted to remember her. After the funeral, I planted a lilac tree between our yards. It was her favorite. Every morning, I water it and talk to her as if she's still listening. You always said spring smelled like hope. Maybe that's why I can still smell you in the breeze. When the flowers bloomed, the scent filled my garden. I made 2 cups of coffee, one for me, one for her. The chair across from mine stayed empty, but somehow, not lonely. Emily, this time I'll wait for you. And when we meet again, I'll be the one to say hello first. The sky turned amber as the sun sank behind the lilac tree. I raised my cup toward it and whispered softly, "True love never ages. Love doesn't fade with time. It just waits patiently, quietly, until 2 souls are ready to meet again. And when they finally do, even 60 years can feel like yesterday."